it play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming Banter! Batrep!
And be sure to check out our next battle report, which will be a 2,000 point Blood Angels game. I'll be fielding the Blood Angels, the new Blood Angels, versus 2,000 points of Alpha Legion. My opponent will be Brady.
Hello.
Check that out in the video description below. MiniWarGaming Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, here with Janine. Janine is a very special person to us and to me and to everyone because Janine actually works for us.
Yes.
So she's not here physically in person. Well, you are right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I say you're not here, that's a complete lie. I just kind of lied to you.
You invested in really good hologram technology.
This is true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to tell them that later, but yeah, I guess I kind of flubbed that a bit. But anyway, she does painting tutorials for us. Has been doing them for quite a while.
Yeah, a couple years almost.
Yeah.
Almost
yeah.
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been that long.
Yeah.
I was going to say over a year, but even that. So I think it's because at first you're like the hologram, and so. Then, but yeah, so she does painting tutorials on a website and has been doing it for almost a couple years apparently. So.
And I finally am here.
Yeah, it's true. Because you're from Utah.
Yeah.
So you're like, you know, like what? Like 2 hours away?
A short walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not even 2 hours. I think if we flew, it'd be like 4 or 6.
Yeah, it's probably about 6 hours in the air.
Yeah, I think so.
So.
So it's very exciting that she's here and in person and doing a battle report and doing it with me. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for you're very welcome. And you're fielding Tau.
Yes.
This is the first time Okay, so I have no idea what I'm fighting. I haven't actually fought Tau in 8th edition yet.
Oh.
So,
well, you know, we're not a threat. We're just looking out for the greater good. Just chill. So it's fine.
not a threat.
Not a threat.
Let's take a look at the armies.
Please be our friend.
Taking a look at the 2,000 point Thousand Suns army. This is taken from the Chaos Index in conjunction with the new Chaos Space Marine Codex, or the newest one. The only thing taken from the Chaos Space Marine Codex is actually these things right here, because there are some units that are not in the new Chaos Space Marine Codex. They are only in the Index, and that's what we're doing right now at this point in time. So, my Warlord will be my Lord of War, which is Magnus. I've never actually fielded Magnus in an 8th edition battle report, and Thousand Suns, I can't remember if I've done a Thousand Suns 8th edition battle report, so this is exciting for me because I get to see how they fare on the battlefield. And it is a bit of a different theme, and I saw a comment on a video the other day, and it was, Dave, you got to do 8th edition Thousand Suns in a battle report. So you know what? You speak, I listen, so that's why this is happening. So we have on the Hellbrute here, we have a Heavy Flamer, and then we got his Hellbrute Fist, and then we have Flesh Metal Guns on the Obliterators. There's 3 there in that unit. Magnus, of course. Then we have Scarab Occult Terminators. There is a Soul Reaper Cannon and a Hellfire Missile Rack equipped, and they are pimping it out in a Land Raider with twin Last Cannons and a Heavy Bolter. Then we have 2 squads of Zangors, 2 10-man squads, a 10-man squad of Rubric Marines. There's also a Soul Reaper Cannon in there, and then they will be riding in a Rhino. This list is by no means a competitive list. It is just basically rule of cool. I wanted to include models that I haven't seen in a while. I wanted to make it varied and give a good amount of variety to the army, as well as fielding Magnus. So a couple goals here. One, I want to see how Magnus does. I want to see how he can survive against the might and shooting power of the Tau. I want to see how these Scarab Occult Terminators do, and I want to see if these guys can actually, the Zangors, if they can be formidable, because the option was to bring these guys or cultists, because they're similar in points, not the exact same, but they're similar in points. So those are my real goals there. I just kind of fleshed out the rest of the army with these guys. That wasn't a pun. They have flesh metal guns. I said fleshed out. It's completely coincidental. And I do need to mention this because it's really cool, and I'm very excited to use them in the game. These are wound counters created by TNT Laserworks. Ted, good buddy of mine, he made these, so you can actually go to TNT Laserworks to get some custom-made wound counters and command point dials as well. He does a number of different things. So I'll be using those in the game, and that's where I got those. So that is the 2,000 points of thousands of suns. 1,000 suns. There we go. All right, Janine, what you got?
All right, so first I've got my battalion, which has the commander right here with 3 burst cannons, an advanced targeting system. It's also got a shield drone and a marker drone. Then I've got another commander right here that has 3 missile pods, also has drone controller and a shield drone and a marker drone. Then I have up front, we've got 3 breacher teams that are each 5-man squads, and then I've equipped them with the smart missile turret, and they each have a guardian drone and a marker light drone as well. And then this guy in the middle has also has a marker light, and they each have a Shazui commander in there.
Gesundheit.
Yes. All right, and then as my Lord of War auxiliary, I've got this Storm Surgeon back. He has cluster rocket system. He has 4 destroyer missiles. He has a pulse driver cannon, 2 smart missile systems, 2 burst cannons, a shield generator, early warning override, and also the advanced targeting system.
That's so many guns.
It's got a few things. And then I also have a Vanguard, which has my another commander with burst cannons, an advanced targeting system, and then his 2 drone buddies, the shield drone and the marker light drone. And then my last commander, all the way on the side, that's got 4 fusion blasters, and his drones, the shield drone and the marker drone. And then I've got 3 stealth squads. They're each 3-man squads. They each have 2 marker light drones, and their advanced targeting system. And then they have the upgrade to have a Shazvrai in there as well. And then the last thing I've got is a crisis battle suit unit, which has 6 burst cannons. They have 2 of them have advanced targeting system. 1 has a drone controller, and then they've got 2 marker drones and 3 shield drones.
That's your 2,000 points?
That's my 2,000 points.
Today, Janine and I will be doing an open war mission. So this is our deployment, which I'll show you on the table in just a moment. Our objective is Kingslayer. So this is each player adds up the power rating of any enemy units that are destroyed during the battle, doubling their total score at the end of the battle if one of the models slain was the enemy warlord. At the end of the 5th battle round, the player with the highest total wins the battle, even if their own army has been wiped out. I think that's pretty cool. It's rare that you see that you actually still have a chance to win, even though you're completely tabled. But pretty sweet. Last one here is the twist that we got, which was Battle Frenzy. Add 1 to the attack's characteristics of all models in this battle. I had a bit of a Voxcaster jump in my voice there. Did you hear it?
I did.
Yeah. Did it sound good?
It sounded fancy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a steak dinner? Taking a look at the battlefield, this is the deployment, and I first got to mention the game mat. It was provided by Urban Mats, and that's Urban Mats spelt with a Z or Z if you're Canadian, Z if you're American, Z if you're a character in Pulp Fiction.
Z.
Okay, Z, you're American, so that makes sense. And this is what we got going on right now. I finished deploying first because I had less models, less units. We're doing power rating, so whenever one is killed, we just calculate the power that is being killed. And these are your units. I'm not going to go over each one. All I will do, though, is show people what's in the teleportarium equivalent for the Tau.
The Mantis Strike. I've got all my commanders waiting to come out and wreak havoc later.
They're going to wreak havoc like Korn style?
Yes.
I've never seen Tau do that before.
We're going to go, I don't know. What's the equivalent of going berserk for a Tau? I don't even know.
Fish
I'll
for the
discover
fish
it.
god. And this is my counter deployment over here on the side, and we have Magnus right in the middle there. For his psychic abilities, he has Warp Time, Death Hex, and the Tzeentch specific one, Weaver of Fates. For command points, you have 7.
I have 7.
And I have 6. Excellent.
Ta-da!
Yeah, very cool. So you're keeping yours, you're keeping tracks on your, and I'm going
Yep.
to keep track of mine. So sweet. You're going to try to seize the initiative here.
Yes.
And you don't. Do you want to use a command point and do it? And try to re-roll it? The command point?
No, I think I'm gonna save him.
What?
What?
Lucky
Yeah.
numbers. It's a blatant mockery. I love it. It's good. On a side note here, I do need to mention this. This is very, very important. I have 2 Exalted Sorcerers on discs, and I didn't include them in the original showcasing of the army because I forgot to grab the models. But the points have been paid, and this is required for this to be a legal battalion detachment. Otherwise, it is an illegal battalion detachment. So here's one, and here is the other. So, for those who have left comments saying, Dave, you're fielding an illegal list, you're absolutely correct at the time, but you're wrong now.
We fixed it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, you reminded me. I think, right? Well, something happened. Yeah,
Things.
whispers of the warp. They're like, starting with the Zangors on this side, they're going to be moving 6 out in the openness-ish, just over this direction. They want to stay close to the Exalted Sorcerer, though, because he allows them to... He gives them a bit of a protective cover, which allows them to reroll saving throws of 1 when they're within 6 inches of him, and they certainly will be. So I'm going to go fly out there with his disc, and I'll be a bit back just so he's not the front guy. He's not out. You know what? I'm going to go a little bit more. Why don't I go on this side? There you go. Because once you get through them, then you can target him because he's a character and he's got less than 10, definitely less than 10 wounds. We're also going to advance these guys, so Zangors and Exalted as Sorcerer. I'm supposed to do this when I move them initially, technically. That's when I'm supposed to do it. Just so everyone knows. I'll just stay right there. Rhino, I'll advance him up. And he will go 15 inches. So he'll end his move right there. My Rubric Marines are inside. Magnus! He's going to move over here. Zangors will advance up. And land right behind Magnus. Dreadnought will advance up. Now for the discs. He'll advance up. Land Raider is going to move up. Right here. Magnus, in the Psychic phase, will cast Warp Time. It is Warp Charge 6. And he fails! I'm going to use a command point. Reroll this one. And he makes it.
No!
Puts me down to 5 command points. This was a very, very important roll for me to make, because that basically determines what he can do and where he can attack. Magnus is going to cast Weaver of Fates on himself. Charge 6, and I make it.
Ooh,
Almost
so
barrels. Oh, if only that was the smite. Smite, I'm going to smite that stealth team. And let's see what I get here. That's 9. So his smite is d6 mortal wounds. If I got 10, or if I got higher than 10, it would have been 2d6. So that's 6.
Ouch. Alright, so I can take some from the suits. So we'll have 2 suits go away, and then these guys each have 2 wounds each. So we will get rid of the guy with the
Drone?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the guy with the drone commander.
Okay.
So.
Sweet.
Owie!
Exalted Sorcerer on disc will smite this stealth unit. Stealth team. And he makes it, exactly. So it's only d3. And that's a 6, so that's 3.
That's 3. So we'll get rid of one of the drones, and then we'll go ahead and get one guy because we want to pour some marker lights into Magnus.
That's it for the Psychic, so on to the shooting phase. The Land Raider is going to shoot at this team of stealth suits. Is it a stealth suit team? Is that what I'm calling it right?
The stealth suit. There's some number numerical value, but I don't have those all memorized.
Oh.
You can look it up.
Gotcha.
They are the XV-25 stealth battle suits. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Twin last cannons hitting on 4s because you have this special ability that takes away.
camouflage cloaks. Makes them hard to hit.
Yes, they are certainly harder to hit. So here we go, hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, so that's statistical. 2's to wound.
Yes.
2 wounds.
6 up save. So 1 wound.
And D3 damage. D6 damage, I mean. And that's 6. And for removal.
All right, so I'm going to remove one of these guys because I forgot to allocate it to a drone, which would have been the smart thing to do, but I made a save, so this guy just gets vaporized.
Now for the twin heavy bolter. Hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
All right, so I've got a 4 up, so I'm going to go ahead and, I'll get rid of one little shield drone because this guy's within 3 inches, and then I'll make a save for the other. And he does not make it, so this guy has 1 wound.
Combi bolter on the Rhino now is going to fire at this XA-10.
Yeah, that's just a
XA 21st century. Well, what's he called?
XA-30. Million.
Crisis battlesuit he is. Let's see what I get. Oh, I miss every sync. So it is an XV8.
Yes, XV8 crisis.
Did I actually get that right?
I think you did.
Oh, I gotta wash my mouth out with soap now. Oh.
You know a thing about Tau.
I know your enemy.
Yep.
A Magnus will charge in the assault phase here. In the charge phase. That stealth team. Overwatch! Starting with this stealth suit. The reason why they can overwatch is because for the greater good.
For the greater good.
Alright, so burst cannon.
No 6s.
No 6s.
We got one guy within 6 inch of Magnus, so no 6s.
So that was for him. We're just gonna roll the rest of them. 2 hits.
2 hit.
5s to wound me. 1 wound.
1 wound. I guess it is.
3 up invuln save. I will take. Oh! I take a wound! And I got a nice dandy wound counter there. Now for this stealth team, burst cannons, 1 hit. 5s to wound. That's a wound. And that's a 3 up save for me. And I make it. And I charge you. 5 inches, that is enough. Because I'm 5 away, so I needed 4 inches. Actually, I'll go there. Magnus gets 7 attacks, but 8 because of the scenario that we are playing. That's the twist. So let's go ahead and roll that. 2s to hit. That's a good amount of hits. 2s to wound. That's 7 wounds. And that's a death for everyone.
Slaughtered.
So what I'm going to do is just stay where I am. So I gain cover bonus from this. If that storm surge choose to fire at me, I can stay there.
I guess technically my drone could still be alive. Because you did not target the drone.
I did not. I target the stealth suit.
And this counts as a separate unit.
Are you asking me or telling me?
No, I'm just thinking out loud. So I'm pretty sure that I can keep the drone as good as that will do me. So a little marker light drone lived.
Okay. Okay, so he is alive and locked in combat with you. And morale test for this drone. For the drone here, you lost 1 guy. And 4, but your morale is 6, so you're good. And for the stealth suit, you lost 2.
Is it by wounds or is it by models? So.
Stealth suit.
Stealth suits. 5.
Which brings it up to 7.
Yes.
Which
And
means-
I am leadership 7.
Okay, you're fine.
So.
The stealth team can possibly fail, so we're not even going to roll.
They're frosty.
In fact, this one couldn't have failed either, because even if you did roll a 6, you got your bonding knife ritual.
Yeah, the bonding knife ritual. So on a 6, a lot of Tau units just automatically pass their morale tests. So.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is fall back with this guy, and he has the fly special roll, so we're going to go right there.
Stealth suit.
We're just going to move him right here.
Move him back and shoot. Want to see a towel?
And then we are going to actually move these guys closer, strangely enough, so that we can get some heavier AP with our breacher squad. So they can move 6.
And now going over here to this side and showing this fire warrior team.
So
move.
we are also going to try and get at least some of these guys within 10 inches so that we have more AP with our little breacher squad. All right,
Stealth suits.
the stealth suits are going to move up here a little bit. They move 8. See if they can't take some pot shots at those dudes up front. And then the marker drones are just going to string out a little bit. All right, these guys are going to kind of just pop out right here, so they're hidden a little bit from the Land Raider, but they can see this unit fire at them.
The unit of Zangors.
Yep, the Zangors. And then I'm going to take these drones a little bit further up because they can move 8. And I'm just going to pop them up here so that they are not the closest unit for smiting purposes later. And then we're also going to just move these guys up here.
The fire warriors.
The Fire Warriors, they're the Breacher Squad.
They're a breacher squad.
They're Breacher Squad.
You know, all the talent kind of look alike to me, so I'm just have to trust you on what you're calling them. Could be made up names. I don't think they are. I think you're telling the truth, but
Well, someone made them up.
this is not untrue.
It wasn't me, but a person did at some point.
It wasn't me, but a person did, which
I
made
think it was a person. They are Tau. Maybe it was a robot. Who knows?
Tower Commander with Fusion Blasters just came here at the end of the movement phase, so it looks like that's good for Magnus, or maybe not. And then Commander with Missile Pod,
Yes, he's got 3 missile pods.
so he came over here.
And then I'm going to go ahead and drop my other 2, which each have blast or burst cannons.
So your Commander with Burst Cannons is deploying there, and your final unit that is going to be deploying is going right here, like in front of Magnus type of deal.
Yeah, this isn't a unit per se. It's part of their war gear. They just get to drop a turret.
Gotcha!
And the cool thing about it is that it does not need line of sight to shoot.
What?
It just needs range.
Oh my goodness, the Tau all the time. So marker lights in the shooting phase, there was 1, 2, 3 that shot into Magnus.
4 actually.
Oh, 4, okay.
So, because there's one hiding back there. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you needed 5+.
Yep.
And that was your roll as caught off camera, but you got 3 5+.
Yes. So
Now these 2 marker lights are going to fire at Magnus.
we're going for all 5.
Ooh,
We
you
got
get
one more. So we need make sure I have range actually.
Now we got some more. Now what's the range of the marker lights here?
They are 36 inches.
Yes.
we're good.
Yeah, range. So looks like your target is Magnus.
One more. Come on. No.
Hi, Jay.
No.
So these 2 right there, they're going to fire at Magnus as well.
And this one's going into the Zangors.
All right, over on the far side.
Okay, so Magnus.
5+ and nothing.
Versus
Now this one in the Zangors. What do you get?
nothing.
3.
Nothing.
And one last one over here into the Zangors, needing a 5, and that is a 2, and that's a miss. Now I'm okay with
so
that.
nothing on the Zangors. I got 4 on Magnus, which is a little heartbreaking because I wanted 5.
You wanted, why 5? Why is it 5? Why is that a special number?
If I get 5, then everything gets a bonus to hit.
Oh boy.
Everything.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's a good thing it didn't happen?
So for you, yeah. it
Yes,
is.
I'm okay with this. Storm Surge is now going to fire everything into Magnus.
Everything.
All right, so starting with...
Right now we're going to start with the cluster rocket system, so it's 4d6. So 6, 10.
Skill, 4+.
4+, because he still has all of his wounds.
Oh.
Gonna reroll this one because of my marker lights.
Oh, nice.
So that's nice.
And 5's to wound. Go!
So
4
4
wounds.
wounds.
3 up save I have. And I make them all.
Ugh.
I gotta get your reaction. That's a good reaction. Thanks.
You've rolled so many 6s.
Destroy your missiles now. Wow, this is a big deal because they're D3 mortal wounds each.
Yes. Normally they only hit on 6s, but because of my marker lights, I hit at my ballistic skill, and that is all of them.
Yep.
So all of them hit, and then they do D3 wounds apiece. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean 10. I can math.
Mathing is good. I'm now down to 7 wounds on Magnus. That was huge. Ah!
I was so lucky they hit. Oh,
2 smart missile systems, heavy 4.
need 4s,
got
and that's
4.
a lot of. I get to re-roll 1s though, because of marker lights, which is
Look
good.
at that.
So that's a lot of 1s. So
1 more
4,
hit.
5s.
5's a wound. Getting 1.
1.
3 up, save. I get to re-roll that because I have the ability that allows me to re-roll and get a 2!
Oh.
Ah, I'm down to 6 wounds!
Okay, the last thing I've got on this guy is the burst cannon. So I need 4s with these. I've got 2 burst cannons.
5's to wound. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
3 up, inbound saves. Oh, 2 more! Oh, come on! Seriously? You know what? I'm going to command point one of these.
Makes sense.
There we go. So 1 more wound.
All right.
Down to 5. Next is Missile Pod Commander, and he's gonna fire at Magnus as well.
Yes. He has 3 missile pods.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a commander, so I need 2 ups, and I get to re-roll 1s.
Oh, reroll the 1, and Jay's gonna wink at you again. Oh, not quite.
Yes. Now,
4's to wound.
because missiles are strength 7,
Oh, okay, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and then that each does.
Wait. I gotta make my save, right?
Oh, yes, right.
3 up inbound save. Rerolling 1s. There we go.
You made it.
Nice. The breachers, they will fire at Magnus now.
So I'm firing their pulse blasters first. These need 4s, re-rolling 1s. So
5's to wound. Getting 4.
4.
3 up save. Rerolling 1s. Okay, good. Everything's saved. Tactical support turret now will fire at the Magnus. That's
Nothing.
nice.
It's the nothing.
Now these breachers will fire into Magnus. Needing 4s.
Re-rolling 1s.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's
Wow, seriously? Jeez. 5's to wound. That's some more like it. There's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
3 up, invuln save. Rerolling 1s. Oh, come on! Are you serious? Now for this turret, firing at Magnus. And, okay.
1.
1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That's, of course, that's a wound. And my save, that's a save.
Alright.
Now this commander will fire.
Yeah, he's gonna fire his 4 fusion blasters. 2 ups, re-roll 1s. So all hit. It is strength 8, so I need 3s.
Yes, you need 3s. Nice.
2 wounds.
Nice, save. This little stealth suit there with burst cannon is going to fire into Magnus with 4 wounds left. Do you make it? Rerolling 1s.
So 2.
Wounding on 5s.
5s.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And now for your warlord who has 3 burst cannons.
Yes, and let me...
That's insane, man. This is my Tau every time. Ugh.
So 2 ups, re-rolling
Rerolling
1s.
1s. You get 4 1s. You're going to get them all now. You might actually miss 1 more. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Winning on 5s. Okay, every single one missed? Wow!
No,
Wow!
No.
Do you have anything else to shoot at Magnus?
I do actually. I have 1 more.
Oh, God! I thought it was like a clear one. Oh.
1 more commander with burst cannons.
3 burst cannons?
3.
Oh my goodness, the same exact thing.
I don't think that 3 burst cannons are gonna do it, but we'll try.
We shall see. Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling
3
1s.
1s in there. Nice.
One more one.
5's the wound.
Come on.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
The
that's
exact
better.
opposite.
That's better.
So we are at a 3 up invuln save here. Okay, so I get 1 reroll because of this 1. And I make it.
All right.
And we survive. Stealth suits on this side of the battlefield will fire at the Zangors. Hitting up 4s. Oh, look at those 1s you can't reroll.
Yes, it's sad.
3's to wound. And that is 4 wounds. 5 up invuln save. Made 2. So 2 die. Let's take them off of here. Crisis suit unit now into the Zangors. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 5 up invuln saves. And re-rolling these 1s because my Exalted Champion is nearby. So saving 1 more, so 3 die. 3 in the back. Support turret is going to fire into the Zangors now. Hitting on 4s. It's 4 hits. Wounding on 3s.
3s.
And 2 wounds. 5 up invuln saves. Re-rolling 1s because Exalted Champion is nearby and 2 more die. Morale phase, you're not going to do any combat, so you could charge Magnus.
I could.
Yeah.
You're right. Those breachers are looking at it. They're hungry for it, but I'm going to make them stop. The commander's nearby. Cooler heads are prevailing. She's not letting them charge into the death trap.
It's going to exercise some self-control.
Yeah, maybe.
The twist spree is there, so I'm leadership 7, and I just add my die roll for the amount that I lose, and so I lose 3 more. Death.
Yay.
First things first, Magnus is going to move only 12 because he is now down to 4 wounds. And that is just crazy. But he's going to attack your warlord, or try to anyway, in the assault phase. And the reason why is because should I kill your warlord, then all of my power points double in score. And then it's okay if Magnus dies. He's also my warlord,
Yeah,
so the same thing happens
mine
for
would
you.
double as well.
They would. If you killed him.
So,
Yeah.
yes, that's true. I don't have any more destroyer missiles, so there's no guarantee that that will ever happen.
But I only have 4 wounds left though.
So,
Yeah. Zangors over here on this side, they're going to advance. 4. So they will move 10. My Dreadnought behind, or my Hellbrute behind, will also advance up. And my discs will go here. This Rhino on the far side is going to advance up. Get and this lands him right there. And then my Exalted Sorcerer will also advance up, and I'll go right there. On second thought, I'm going to go here instead. My Obliterators are coming in. They're going to land right there. They're definitely more than 9 inches away from enemy units. Now for the Scarab Occult Terminators, they're going to be deploying right there. Land Raider moving forward. Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah. Psychic phase. Magnus is going to cast Weaver of Fates onto himself so as to improve his... well, whatever it is, I got it. So it's improving his invuln save. And I got a 9. That means it is Tzeentch's turn. And Magnus will chastise the stealth suit underneath him and smite him. And this is what he's going to get. Well, that's a 1. And a 7. He makes it. And he's going to be smoten.
He's going to be melted.
I think I'm going to get him. Yeah, it's D6. He's automatically killed.
I mean, I guess you could get a 1, and then he would be alive, because he does have 2 wounds.
Oh, you're right. Here you go.
So,
Okay.
melted.
Now this Exalted Sorcerer, he's going to smite the unit of Breachers. Let's see if he can make it. He does. D3 mortal wounds, getting 1 death. I'm like, you're gonna take the first one. Nope, you're stopping for a second. No, you're taking.
Yeah.
So this Exalted Sorcerer will cast Prescience or Prescience or however you say it onto the Obliterators. 6. I needed a 7. That is a fail sauce. I'm gonna use a command point. Reroll that. I just need a 2, and I get it. So they now have Prescience off. This Exalted Sorcerer will cast Smite onto the Stealth unit, getting 5 and failing. So I do actually get it off with 5. So I will cast that, and I will just do a D3 onto the Stealth team. That's 2 mortal wounds.
Where do I want to allocate them?
2 drones?
You know what? I actually would rather have the marker lights at this point.
Wow!
I know that sounds weird, but I need one more round of really good shooting.
And then he'll cast Prescience onto these guys. The Scarab Occult Terminators. And he does not make it. Now for shooting the Combi Bolter into this unit of XA10s, XV8s. Alright, so hitting on the 3s. Oh my, are you serious? Are you serious? So that's 1 hit. And wounding on a 4. So it doesn't actually wound you, because I need to wound you on 5s. Now for the unit of Scarab Occult, all of their weapons will fire into the XV8s. Starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon. Heavy 4, so we're hitting on 3s. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound!
Alright, I'm going to try and make a 6 up. I'm not going to put it on a drone. Nope.
Hey, Jay.
So, 1 wound.
Now for the Infernal Combi Bolters into the XV8s, hitting on 3s. Are you serious?
Oh my goodness.
Wounding on 5s. Now for the Hellfire Missile Rack, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits, yes! Wounding on 3s. Oh, Jay! This is the wrong time to look at me! Now for the Land Raider. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna fire at the Stealth, because I might as well. So the Twin Last Cannons, I'm gonna focus on the Stealth suit, and the Heavy Bolter, I'll focus on the drones.
Fancy.
4 shots coming from the Twin Last Cannons. Alright, 3 hits. Sweet. Now for wounding on 2s. So that's good enough to get 3 wounds.
Oh, but
So actually only 2 of these wounded because I'm -1 to hit you, and I rolled a 3 when I hit you. So 2 go through.
alright.
Because you have the special thing that negates one of my ballista skill.
Yes, because I'm super stealthy. Standing out in the middle of nowhere.
Apparently. Okay.
So I'm going to allocate him to 1 to each drone.
Mm-hmm.
And they get melted. And he lives!
He does live. That was dirty. It's a dirty trick. Obliterators are gonna shoot their weapons into... Should I do the stealth suit? I don't want to. It feels like a waste. But you know what? You don't have any like marker lights that can help him, right?
No, yeah, he's on his own. He's got his camel cloak. He's hiding as hidey as he can hide.
You know what? He can continue to hide. I'm gonna shoot at this unit.
Are you shooting at the drones or at the breachers?
Well, apparently either way, I'm shooting at the drones, aren't I? Well, you know what? That's good. That means you have less drones to buff your guys with. So I'm gonna focus on the breachers.
Okay.
Obliterator weapons, flesh metal guns. I'm gonna figure out the strength. A 6 plus D3. Okay, strength 7. AP is D3 minus 1. Come on, get something good here. Damage is what? 3 1s in a row. Jay, you gotta just tell your family to go home. There we go. 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. Nope, hitting on 2s. Prescience went off. Look at that. Only 1-1. And look. 3 2s. And that would be 2s to wound.
All the ones.
No the ones.
None the ones.
None the ones. That's 11 wounds.
Ouch.
At AP 1. Minus 1.
Okay. How many was it again?
So it's 11. So your 4 up goes to a 5 up save.
At 11 dice.
Correct.
5, 6, 7, Alright, I'm just going to take these on the unit. I'm not going to allocate them because I don't think that they'll live anyway.
Am I actually going to kill a unit that I fired at?
It's probable. Alright,
Yeah.
so I saved 3. But
So
that's
8.
enough to kill all of them.
Nice.
Even the turret.
Oh, excelente.
Goodbye.
Our Exalted Sorcerer. He's going to fire at you, at your stealth suit. He's got an Infernal Bolt Pistol. Hits on a 2, but it's now -1 because of your stealth suit. So hitting on a 3. Oh, that's it. And your toughness 4. So I'm going to be wounding you on a 4. And that is not a wound. So we'll just forget that we said anything. My Exalted Champion Sorcerer, he will charge you, your stealth suit.
Overwatch.
Hitting on 6s. Getting 1.
1.
Wounding on a 3. Wound.
Wound.
Making a save. Making a save. 3 up. 5-inch charge.
Oh.
I will command point that.
There you go.
Sip. Now Magnus. He's going to charge your Warlord.
Alright, so we can do Overwatch from this unit and this unit, I believe.
Yes.
So, 3 burst.
3 burst cannons. Hitting on 6s. Getting 1. Wounding on a 5. Getting nothing.
Nothing.
Now for the breachers, hitting on 6s, getting 2, wounding on 5.
Let me check, because they are within
Yes, your strength 6, so wounding on 5s and nothing.
And then the turret as well.
Nothing.
No.
Now with Magnus charging the Warlord. Wow. Okay, I think he means business here. And you know what? Just for fun, he's actually going to charge the drones too. But you know what? I declared it after I rolled. Not that it matters.
It doesn't matter.
I wouldn't have failed either way because it's only 3 inches away, so I needed a 2. So yeah, I'll charge both.
And I could have overwatched with them anyway, but a marker light's not going to do much in combat.
To be safe, I'm just going to put all the attacks onto your commander.
Okay.
Attack your commander first. 2s to hit. Well, good thing I did that. And 2s to wound. Okay, that's 3 wounds.
So I'm going to allocate it to the drones that were within 3, which all instantly die, no saves. They just blow up.
Ah, wow. Exalt the Sorcerer, attacking your stealth suit. I hit you on 2s with 5 attacks because of this scenario. Oh, wow. And I wound you on 3s because of my stave. So that's 2 wounds.
Alright, so 4 up save. So 2 wounds. I am going to go ahead and spend a command point to see if I can save this guy. And he does, so...
Alright, so it's D3 damage each.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
So let's see if I can get you here. Alright.
2. Yep, he's gone.
Sweet. Commanders.
So my commander's going to hit back. She's got 4 plus 1 because of the scenario. She hits on 3 ups,
Wow.
so hits.
If she takes out Magnus, I swear.
Alright, and needing
5s.
5s.
1.
1.
3 up save. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh, come on! Are you joking me? Oh! Wow. A Tau commander wounds Magnus. Magnus tries to wound the commander and gets drones. Now for morale phase, you lost a breacher there, but even if you roll a 6 or a 5, like it won't get you. You only lost a guy. Your leadership's 7, right?
8 actually,
8.
because they still have their Shazui.
Yeah. Okay. First things first, Tau Commander is going to disengage with a fly special rule. You're going to disengage from Magnus. Are you sure you want to do that, though?
No, so it's a fallback.
It's a fallback.
But since she's got the fly special rule,
Yes.
battle suit, I get to fall back and still shoot.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So.
It's like my drones.
Yes.
Blow drones. I can do that.
So,
Are you a blow drone?
I have drones.
That is not untrue.
She is not one of them, but I still have some left, miraculously, somehow. All right, so she's just gonna hop
Skip and jump.
over here, fly over, right where that is.
Breachers, they're gonna back up and move a little bit.
They're gonna move a little bit. They have to stay in coherency with that turret, or the
Do they have
turret
to?
explodes.
Oh, well, by all means, you can leave it.
Yes, I'll just leave it behind. I'll abandon it.
Well, it's for the greater good.
Well, right now, for the greater good, is firing it into Magnus's head.
Oh, I see.
That's the greatest good.
Commander!
So this guy's just gonna
What's with these
pop
jumping
on back
guys?
over there.
It's like they're bacon.
And then we're going to move his drone.
He's got
as
drones
well.
too? Oh, I'm not surprised.
Yep. You know what?
Actually, I think you have more drones than dudes. I think your drones have dudes. It's the opposite.
I think I actually cheated that movement a little. I was measuring for his range on his weapons. He does not move 18 inches. He only moves 8. So let's try that again.
Oh.
All right, so he's gonna make a much shorter jump right there.
A legal jump?
A legal jump. That's 8 inches.
So Storm Surge is not going to move. Put his hooks in and
Yeah.
get +1 to stuff.
He's got his hooks in the ground, so he's not moving, so he can get +1 to shoot.
Shoot.
And then we are just going to.
All right, what's this commander doing?
He's just gonna
All right,
hop right here, and his drones are just gonna
do a little dance.
do a little dance. So these guys are
XV8s.
are going to jump back. We're going to.
You're actually going towards me?
Well, we're going to shoot you, and we're going to try and get a little bit further away from
You're
your.
going to try to shoot me.
Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot you, and we're getting a little bit further away from your.
Scared we call Terminators?
Terminators. That does put us a little bit closer. Well,
But they're
a little
like, they're
bit
coming
further.
out like bearing gifts. They want to meet you.
we want to meet them too from a distance where we can wave at them with our guns.
You know what Bette Midler says about from a distance?
From a distance.
What are these drones doing? In fact, who do they belong to? The XV8s?
They are their own unit at the moment.
I don't like how I knew the name of these guys. I feel like I should have some soap in my mouth.
So the drones are all there. This is a unit of drones. This is a unit of drones. That's a unit of drones. But the goal is to try and make it so this drone happens to be closer. I don't think
He's
that's
definitely the
going
closest. He's the closest.
I think after movement phase.
And
it
I don't
will
know
not
why
be,
you want
but
him the closest, but like I can only guess why you want him the
there's-
closest.
For mystery reasons.
Yeah, for smoke reasons, because that's what I'm fighting.
So.
Shusting phase, marker lights into Magnus.
Yes, we got 3 going right now, and then we will see if we need more. So one hit.
That was re-rolling ones.
We're going to go ahead and fire this marker light into your sorcerer and see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing. So we'll fire
Next.
these 3 into the sorcerer.
Sorcerer Supreme. 2 more.
2. So he's got 2 on him.
Now 2 more
Yeah, we'll
into
go ahead
Magnus.
and put 2 more into Magnus.
Oh,
Nothing.
I'm not laughing at your roll. I'm laughing at your reaction to me. You sound like you mocked me. Yet not.
I was having a similar reaction because I did not want to topple Magnus over on camera.
Oh, but off camera is okay.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
But you're trying to kill him anyway, though.
Is
It's all the same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to kill him with my guns, not my big hands.
Not your demigod hand.
Yeah.
Now 1 more into Magnus, which is over that way. You need a 5, and you get a 4.
Yep.
Your commander, your warlord, gonna shoot into Magnus. What's she doing? The 3 guns?
Yeah, she's got 3 blast cannons.
Did you say blast cannons?
Yes.
They're not burst cannons?
Or burst cannons. You're right.
No! I did not just say that correctly. I hate that.
You just corrected me on Tau.
No. That's
Yes,
not
you
right.
did.
You did not hear that right.
You did.
Rerolling ones. Oh, nice.
So.
So you hit on 2 pluses, so you only got 1 miss out of all that firing of your blast cannons.
Yes, but it is only my burst cannons. It's strength 5, so I need 5.
You need 5s. Yes, that sounds right.
Okay, so 5 hits.
So 3 up invuln saves. Yes?
Yes.
Ah!
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling the 1. Ah! Okay. Ah! You know what? I'm going to command point the 1. Not the one that I rerolled, but the other one. The 2. Yes. So I have 2 wounds instead of 1. Now for the Breacher team, they're going to fire into Magnus. Breachers hitting on 4 pluses, rerolling ones.
Rerolling ones.
3 misses. 5's the wound. You'll get 2 of them. Oh, I hate being wrong.
And it is AP minus. But that's
Okay,
better.
3 up invuln save. I don't like seeing that. So that's another wound. He is down to 1 wound, Janine. Did you
Alright.
realize? I mean, we took that off. It's magnetized. We just took it off for safety purposes because
Yes.
he's rolling around him right now. And what else is firing on? The turret?
The turret is also firing.
Okay, so that's at least 2 hits. Is that 3 hits?
That's 3 hits.
Yes. And wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
1.
Watch this. I'm gonna save it. 3 plus. Oh, okay, I can re-roll that 1.
Rerolling ones.
Oh, there we go. Now for the other breacher team, you got everything fire at him.
6, 8, 10.
Hitting on 4s. No 1s. Excellent. Finally.
Come on, lucky number 5.
Getting 1.
1.
And here it is. 3 up invuln save. Nice. Turret. Hitting on 4s. Getting 2. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1. You always get at least 1. 3 up invuln save. Saved. Janine, this is intense.
It's a text.
It's the last wound.
Yes, it's the last one, and I'm trying to decide if I need to do all of the guns with the Storm Surge to get that last wound.
I think you need to do
All
all the
of the
guns.
guns.
Yeah, I think every single one needs to happen.
So, actually, we're going to switch to the missile pods and see what happens with the missile pods.
Yes, please do.
And then we'll see with the Storm Surge.
Missile pods hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. You're gonna get 1 more 1 here. Jay will wink at you. Yes, thank you, Jay. I love you so much. 5
right.
hits though. Wounding on 5s.
Yes, no, ruining on 4s because it's strength 7.
Are you strike 7?
So with the missiles I am.
Oh man.
So.
Okay, well, you know, it doesn't matter because, oh, you get 4. Okay.
4.
This is it. 3 up invuln saved. Okay, he's dead. There's no coming back. There's no command point. There's too many wounds for what I have. I only have 1 left, and you got 2. He's dead. I'm prolonging taking
Especially
him off the
since they
table.
do D3 wounds. So.
And you know what? He actually explodes right now. And on the roll of a 2+, he goes 18-inch bubble, and things take mortal wounds, D6 each.
That's definitely how it works.
Oh, well, if you think that, then I'm not going to disagree
Magnus
with you.
explodes in a blue. It's port that's blue.
Definitely
like
blue.
teal,
Yeah.
Burst of flame.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Burns all Tau to a crisp.
Azure flame.
That's what the real ending is. That from now on, this is just alternate. This is the alternate ending.
Storm Surge is going to shoot all of his weapons into the Land Raider, who has done nothing to nobody. Cluster rocket system now, hitting
So
on...
it's 46 shots.
Oh, okay, 46 shots.
So we got 13.
Normally hitting on 4s, but hitting on 3s because you're stabilizing hooks. And look at all those 1s and 2s.
The ones I do not get to re-roll because I did not marker light the Land Raider.
This is true. Strength 5. Okay, so you need 5s,
So
and you get
2.
2. Instead of a 2-up save, I get a 3-up save because of -1. So here we go. Why do you do stuff to people? And he goes down to 15 wounds. And now for the pulse driver cannon, hitting on 3.
D3, so I get 3
What?
shots.
All this extra stuff. Tau. That's why.
Hitting on 3s.
2. Strength 10, so you're winning on 3s, and you get nothing. Whoa! What?
I'm going to command point one of them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, we got
That's a
1.
wound. AP -3, so I'm 5-up save. And that's D6 wound or D6 damage?
D6 damage.
Oh man. Nice!
I'm gonna get. Oh, I can't command
You
point.
can't command one! It's okay!
No.
Jay saved me! Down to 14. Next is the smart missile system. Hitting on 3s. Thank you. Wounding on 5s, you'll get 2 of these. Oh, I'm so
Nothing.
glad to be wrong.
Nothing.
Command over the burst cannons. You got 3 of them. You're going to shoot at the Exalted Sorcerer on Disc of Tzeentch. Hitting on 2s.
Re-rolling 1s.
Is he marker lighted with that?
Yes, I remember I threw a bunch into them. I got 1 off.
I don't
so-
remember. I have 5-second memory, so I'm trusting you.
Yes. So
Wounding on 3s. AP -1, so a 4-up save for me. And that's 2 wounds. So he's going to go down to 3 wounds. Now for the
4.
XV8s, they're going to be firing at the Exalted Sorcerer with their burst cannons. There are 6 in total. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Not too many of them. Nice. Wounding on 3s. Getting 3. AP -1, so a 4-up save. Save, and fail, so he's down by 1 more. Going down to 2 wounds. That's all you're shooting?
That's all my shooting.
Are you going to assault me?
I considered it, but if you assault me, I get to overcharge or overwatch. So nope, no assaulting.
So what if I don't assault you though? Then you don't get to overwatch.
No, then I just get to shoot at you again.
That's assuming you're alive still.
It is.
Yeah.
It is making that assumption.
Because now that Magnus is dead, now I can really start to do stuff with my army.
He was holding you back this whole time.
First things first, I'm going to disembark my 1,000 Sons, my Rubric Marines, from this Rhino. And then I'm going to move them forward in this direction, close to the XV8s. They have disembarked and they have moved, and look how close they are. They're going to do some stuff. I think they're going to get into combat this turn. Is that okay? Korn really wants it, even though there's Tzeentch.
I don't think they can make it. They're too far away.
What?
Way too far.
Vantage point for whatever they are going to do, which is more than what they're doing currently, which is nothing. I'm going to move my Rhino up, just for fun. And you know what? I'm going to advance him as well, just for fun. On second thought, I'm not going to advance him. I'm not going to, because I want to charge something, just for fun.
That'll be awesome. You can take on all the drones.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it.
Sangors are going to move up, and you know what? They're actually, I'm surprised that they're still alive, to be honest. And this is sweet, because I want to actually charge them into your Breacher squad, because they want to do something in this game. Discus, he's going to come over here, and he'll actually go right there. And yeah, Dreadnought, he'll come behind. Actually, Dreadnought will go this way. Now for the Psychic phase, starting with the Scarab Occult Sorcerer, he's going to smite this unit of XV8s.
So he has to smite the closest unit, so that's the drones.
Okay, then he'll smite the drones. That's okay. And he gets a perils.
Oh no.
Jay, out of all the times you could have entered the room and looked at the game, you had to choose this. I'm just going to take it. Okay? Here it is. D3 mortal wounds.
You could command point that.
Probably could, but you know what? I won't. I'm just going to take him out, and then another, because they spill over, right? So I'm going to wound another guy there. Okay, this sorcerer will smite you. Okay, that's a smite. And it's D3, mortal wounds, onto the drones, because they're the closest. That's 2. Is that smoten?
They've been smitten.
Excellent. Now, this aspiring exalted sorcerer is going to cast Prescience onto the 1,000 Sons. Hitting a 7, getting a 7 because he got a 6 and a 1. Look at that. Okay, now another one, he's going to smite the XV8s. And he gets an 8 because Korn wants it. He doesn't really, he hates Psychers. But it's D3, so let's see what he gets. He gets 3. 3 mortal wounds.
2 off of this guy, and then we'll take another 1 right here.
So Aneza Afaneza. This exalted sorcerer will cast Prescience onto the Zangors. Doesn't make it. And then he will smite this unit of Breachers because they are the closest.
The drone, actually.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's a separate
Right, it counts as a separate unit. Okay, I see. All right. So 5. He gets it. D3. He gets 3. So that's drone.
Blech.
And that's it. Just 1 drone in there.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it's...
Now let's go with the shooting phase. You have no more drones in this Breacher unit, correct?
Yeah, so
So there's no more drones?
there's no more... Well, in theory, I can do savior protocols on any drone within 3 inches.
Oh.
No matter what unit
Okay.
it's attached to.
Gotcha. Okay, so Infernal Bolt Pistol on the Exalted. No, I'm gonna throw a crack grenade at you.
Okay.
That's better. Here. That's not a hit. Jay, come on! This is the wrong time! Now we're going to do the Land Raider into your Storm Surge.
No, not my precious.
Scratch that. I'm actually going to start over here. Starting with the Scarab Occult Terminators, I'm shooting at your XV8s. Starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Winning on 4s. Nothing! Now for the Combi Infernal Pistols, Bolters. Combi Infernal Bolters. Hitting on 3s. That's decent, and wounding on 5s. getting 1. And that gives you 5 up because it's -2 AP. And
1 wound.
takes the wound. Now for the Hellfire Missile Rack. Heavy 2, hitting on 3s, getting 2 hits, wounding on 3s, getting 1 wound. -2, so another 5 up.
Nothing.
And that's a death.
Blah.
Now for the combi on this Rhino. Going to be firing at the XV8s, hitting on 3s. That's 4, and wounding on 5s. That's 3. 3 up save.
I'm going to go ahead and allocate 1 to a drone,
Yes.
just so I don't automatically die.
Do you not have a save on the drone?
The drone, not with savior protocols.
Okay.
So if you choose to put it onto a drone, the drone just automatically dies.
Okay.
So I put 1 on the drone. I'm going to try and save the other 2, but either way, I will live. So 1 wound.
Either way, you can live. Yeah, it's no big deal. Now for the Exalted Sorcerer, going to throw a crack grenade into this XV8. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound.
We're going to go ahead and take out another drone.
Okay. Now for the Thousand Suns, starting with the Soul Reaper cannon into the XV8, hitting on 3. Hitting on 3s. That's 4, and wounding on 4s because you're toughness 5. That's 3 wounds.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take out the other 2 drones that are within range, and then make 1 6-up save.
Okay, down to 1 wound.
Down to 1 wound.
And now for the Infernal Bolters, they're going to fire the rest of the shots at the XV8. Now, I should have said this at the beginning, but they were going to fire everything at him. They hit on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -2 AP.
All 5s. That's a lot of not 5s.
Excellent.
Smashed.
Now we got Land Raiders going to shoot at your big guy. So I'm going to shoot at your big guy.
I'm hiding.
Starting with the twin last cannons. Are you ready? Oh, life is so good. Now wounding on 3s. Okay, there you go. There's a wound.
All right, so he's got a shield generator, so 4 of them. Oh, please, oh, please. Ooh.
Now for Heavy Bolter. Hitting on 3s. Oh, now I get it. Look at that. And then wounding on 5s. 1.
Also 4 up.
Okay, that goes through. I don't have anything else I can shoot at you, so I'm going to go onto the assault phase. So my Zangors are going to be declaring an assault against this Breacher squad. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Hitting
All
on
right,
6s.
6 from their regular guns.
Nothing.
And then
And the turret getting 1 hit. No, I'm wrong. Again, I love it. And I need 4 inches. And I get 11. And now for the Exalted Sorcerer, he's going to charge the Breacher squad right there. Breacher squad gets Overwatching. And eating 6s. Nope. 1.
1.
3 to wound. Nothing.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Your command pointing at the turret?
yes, because it does D3 wounds, so might as well try. Nothing.
Okay. Alright, Sorcerer, let's see what you got. 6 inches. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, thank you, so polite. Alright, over on this side, the Rhino is going to declare an assault against your commander here. Actually, drones and commander are a different unit, aren't they?
They are.
Okay, so drones.
Okay, I guess I could marker light you as Overwatch. We're good.
Okay. Alright, going in for 8, because Korn wants it! I'm going to go like this. Rubric Marines are declaring an assault against the drones and the commander. They need 6 for the commander and 8.
Oh, sorry.
8 for the... no, 6 for the drones, 8 for the commander. But as long as they get the drones, they're going to be attacking the drones. So you're going to Overwatch with the commander?
Yes.
Okay, hitting on 6s, getting nothing.
Nothing.
Awesome. And let's see what they get. They get a 10. Perfect. Now for this, Exalted Sorcerer declaring assault against these drones. So they can't Overwatch, right?
Well,
Not choosing to? Not going to marker light?
it doesn't matter. I can marker light you. Sure. Oh, you
Okay.
did not get a marker light.
So I need 11 inches. And I get 9. Tzeentch wants it, but not enough. So before I make any rolls here in the fight phase, I am going to use Veterans of the Long War stratagem, apply it to my 1,000 Suns, so that increases their wound roll by 1. Because when they're attacking the commander, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. They want to be able to wound them more easily, so that's what they're going to do. And now they're going to pile in. These 6 on the commander and these 4 on the drones. Let's attack these drones first. And I hit you on 3s. I get an extra attack because of the scenario. So 8 attacks, hitting on 3s against the drones. So normally wounding on 4s, but because of veterans, I'm wounding you on 3s. And I get 2 3s, and that made the difference between that and 2 wounds. So you have 2 wounds on the drones now.
Do I get to roll them?
So for saves here.
So the shield generator does have a 4-up, which he does not make. So goodbye, drones.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you.
You did good work.
And now for the rest, the 6 onto the commander. 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s normally, but 4s because of veterans. And didn't make a difference. 3 wounds. 3-up save. Made them all.
Oh, he's good.
So for the Zangor on this side, I'm going to be attacking drones and breachers. So I'm going to just pile in here. 3 of these guys will be attacking the drones first. So because they're attacking with their Zangor blades, they have an additional attack. And plus the attack from the scenario, so there are 3 attacks each. These 3 have 9 attacks against your drones, hitting on 3s. That's decent. And wounding on 4s. Also decent. That's 5 wounds. 5 saves! Oh my goodness!
They've got 4-up.
Are you kidding?
So one drone lives.
Alright.
Take it out. We'll leave.
3s to hit you. That's decent. And wounding on 3s. AP -1 with the Zangor blade, so you need 5 ups. And I think they are taken out. Plus the drone.
Goodbye.
Awesome. That's awesome. The only thing that's actually unfortunate about that is that now they're out in the open, you can shoot them.
Well, I could do that anyway, because I'm Tau and I'm wily like that. So the drone's actually a different unit, so it doesn't splash over into other units. So that drone.
Oh, okay, I guess that's if you chose to put one on him first, but you're not going to.
There's no point, so.
Now for the Exalted Sorcerer. So I hit you on 2s. And then I wound you on 2s, because I'm double your toughness. So that's 3. -1 AP, 5-up saves.
That's fancy. I'm happy about it.
And we're looking at 3s and 3s for your commander to hit my Rubric Marines. And that is 4 hits and 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds. And here we are at my saves, and that's 2 saves, and we are awesome. Breachers are hitting my Exalted Sorcerer now. Hitting on 5s.
5s. Not doing very well.
Hey, that's a very good roll for 5s. Wounding on 5s. Okay, 2 wounds.
2.
And I'm going to make these saves. I'll make one of them. This drone right there is going to make a morale test in the morale phase, and on a 6 he loses a wound.
Bye.
Awesome. I'm actually going to move 3 inches closer to you, the closest enemy unit, which is Commander. Consolidate. And then I'm going to pile in with these guys, and I'm going to pile in closer with my Rhino too. Beginning of movement phase. You move.
Yes.
Disengage because of fly rule. And you just jump overhead. Like cheat sauce.
Oh.
Warlord?
We're going
Moving.
to put her in a little bit more defensible.
Are you running away?
A little bit. I'm a little more clustered than I want to be at the moment, but hopefully we can fix that in a little bit. This unit is going to fall back as well.
What? I thought you...
Which will
Open me up to being fired upon?
blow this up.
Oh, what? I love it. That's awesome.
So
Time for the drones to do their things.
I'm also going to do some drone shenanigans to to kind of protect myself a little so I can't be targeted by your tank
by
or
my
the
guns?
smite.
Like by anything?
Yeah, well, the commander, or each of the commanders is considered a character.
Yes.
So they have to be the closest model.
Oh, okay. Sacrificing them to the greater good.
Yes. Well, that's their job. I'm running out of cannon fodder, but for now I've got enough.
Marker light at what?
We're going to go ahead and fire it into the sorcerer.
What? Oh, not him.
Miss.
Yes!
Then we
marker light?
have 2 from over here that are going to go into
that sorcerer?
That sorcerer.
One hit.
So re-rolling 1s against that guy. So we're going to start with this commander into this unit.
Cannons?
Yes, 3 burst cannons needing
Hitting
2s to hit.
Not re-rolling
Not
ones.
re-rolling 1s against this unit.
3s to wound. Decent. 5 up invuln save. Okay, so that's 5 saved and 5 dead. Okay, I got a lucky roll there, so I was expecting more to die. So this commander is going to fire the burst cannons into the Zangors as well, hitting on 2s, not re-rolling 1s.
Not re-rolling 1s.
You got 3 1s there. Wounding on 3s. 9 wounds, 5 up invuln saves, re-rolling 1s because my sorcerer is really close by, and so I get 4. No, that's 5. So they're all dead. Well, they did a good job of taking out some breachers before they died.
Alright, so this guy is going to try and take out this sorcerer. He's got 4 fusion blasters. Hitting on 2s.
This is 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. 3. 5 up invuln save. Okay, not a single one. D6 damage each?
Yep.
Okay, he's dead. Thank you. Storm Surge now, shooting all of his weapons except for the burst cannons into the Land Raider. Burst cannons are going to go into the Exalted Sorcerer. Cluster rocket system, 4d6 shots. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Hitting on 3s. Ooh. Wounding on 5s. Getting 3.
3.
AP -1 on the Land Raider, bringing it up to 3 up save. And that's a save, and a fail, which I'll take because it's only 1 damage, bringing him down to 13 wounds. Pulse Driver Cannon doing heavy D3 wounds, that's 1.
Command point. 2.
Hitting on 3s, that's 1. And wounding on 3s, that's 1. 3 AP for a 5 up save for me. And I fail. D6 wounds, I'll take it.
4.
That's pretty good. Bringing him down to 9 wounds. So the AP was actually -4, so I needed a 6. I didn't roll a 6 either way. I failed either way, so same difference. 2 smart missile systems, needing 3s first. Okay. 5s to wound now. Getting 2. And that is a 2 up save. There's 2 saves. Now for the burst cannons into the Exalted Sorcerer, needing 3s first.
And re-rolling 1s, which I didn't get any.
3s to move. 3. AP -1, so 4 up save on the sorcerer. And that kills him. Now this commander right here is going to fire missile pods into the Land Raider with 9 remaining wounds. 2s to hit. Missing 1. 5s to wound. Getting 1. AP -2, so a 4 up save. Made it! Scarab Cult Terminators are going to move over here in this direction. Rubric Marines moving up right here. And now for the Rhino. Obliterators are going to move up and actually see what they can do. Actually, no. I'm going to move up my Land Raider. Now for the Dreadnought. My Hellbrute. First things first, Combi Bolter on Rhino is going to shoot at drones. Hitting on 3s. That's 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. So it's actually only at that 1 drone.
We have 3 separate units. We got 1 and then these 2 and then the guy.
So this one right there. Okay, death.
Death.
Heavy Flamer. from Hellbrute into Breachers. That's a good. Wounding on 3s.
5 up.
-1.
Ah, 1 dies.
1 death. Now for all of these 1,000 Suns, they're going to shoot all their guns into this commander. Starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon. So Janine's being a very good sport, and she is allowing me to actually cast Smite on this commander. Now they are closest to him and were before, even with this drone still being alive. So she is still able to pass off any wounds onto that nearby drone, should I actually be successful. And I'm not, because Dice Gods don't like it when you reverse time. Now back to the shooting. Soul Reaper Cannon from the Rubric Marines into this commander, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s. Okay. And wounding on 4s. Not a single one. 3s to hit with the Infernal Bolters. Wounding on 5s.
So we're going to pass 1 off to this guy.
Take out the drone. So there's only 3 wounds. So the other 2, AP -2.
And 5 ups. So 1 wound.
So now for the Scarab Cult Terminators, they're going to shoot at the drones as well. I'm going to split their attacks. The Hellfire Missile Rack and the Soul Reaper Cannon is going to go into him, and the Combi Bolters will go into him. Starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon. That's 4 hits, and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. So -3 AP, so he's just killed. And so the Hellfire Missile Rack does not get to fire because the drone already died. Now for the Combi Bolters into this drone, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Yep, that's where he survives because I get nothing. Now for the Land Raider, we're going to do the splitting up the attacks. We shall do the Heavy Bolter into the drone. And I can actually make a measurement because your Warlord might be closer than those Breachers, but we'll measure that. Okay, so I just made a mistake there. I can't actually target your commander. But what I am going to do is Heavy Bolter into this drone, and we will do the Twin Last Cannons into the Breachers. Wounding on, or hitting on 3s. Heavy Bolter first. That is 5 hits. That's 5 wounds. AP -1. Death.
Dead.
No more drone there. You only have 1 marker light, or 1 drone left.
I've got 1 more drone left.
Now for the Twin Last Cannon shots into the Breachers. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. 3. AP -3, 3 deaths.
No.
Now for the Obliterators. They're going to shoot your Warlord.
No.
This is it. This is the moment of truth right now. If they actually get through and kill her,
That would make it so that you are definitely beating me at the moment.
I think
in
so.
terms of points.
I think
oh,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I got to roll for strength of the weapon. So it's 6 plus and D3. Okay, strength 7. There's still 3s to wound you. Or, yeah. Now it's the AP. Okay. And now it's the damage. This is actually really important. Okay, damage 2 at least. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. I'm going to command point this, because this is important. I only have 3 wounds right now. Oh, come on!
Right.
That was my last command point. There are 2 damage each. If you fail all 3, you lose your guy.
So I've got 4 up.
Yep.
50 shot.
Here we go. Oh! Oh!
Command point! Oh, no, wait. I think I already used one this phase.
So, yes, there was a command point used already, so no command points are allowed.
And my heart just broke in my chest.
Which means broken Tau heart. Fish guts everywhere.
Goodbye.
So we did a calculation of the power and the amount that we have tallied up because both of our warlords have been killed, therefore our power levels have doubled.
I'm so sad about it still.
So Janine
Still hurts.
has 86 points and I have 82, which means she is still winning.
Barely.
Just barely winning. So we're going to certainly battle on here and see how close we are. This has actually been a really close fight.
Yes, I obviously have very little left on the table, so we'll see if I can manage to pull it out.
Yeah, Yeah, sounds good. So the Rhino is going to charge this commander. So it'll be overwatching by this one and that one because they're both in 6.
So this is for the missile pod guy.
Mm-hmm. One hit.
So 1.
And wounding.
Nothing.
Not that. For the wounding, I'm assuming it's on 5s.
Me too.
5s to wound. Getting 1.
What?
So here we are with our save, and that goes through. So I'm going to charge you. And he makes it because he's within 4. Now Rubric Marines will charge this commander. Well, nice. So we go closest to closest here. And then I'm going to go here. Not be quite within an inch. Not just yet. So basically my goal here is to wrap around when I pile in and engage you. So you can't overwatch me. You can attack me when it comes time for you to attack. I can't attack you. But the thing is, you'll be forced to disengage and like fall back and have to not be locked down and add 1 to your ballistic skill.
Yep.
So that's my plan. Obliterators are going to charge this commander, needing an 8-inch charge.
Already overwatched. Can't do it again.
Getting an 8. Wow. I think Korn wants it. Now for the Dreadnought, charging
The Lonely Breacher.
the Lonely Breacher. Actually, you know what? I can declare both.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That does mean I get to overwatch people.
yes, it does. So the Hellbrute is going to declare a charge against both of them. So you can overwatch with both. So is this for the commander first?
This is for the commander.
Nothing?
Nothing.
And for the Breacher? Nothing. So I need a 7 for him and an 8 to reach both. Nothing.
Whew.
Now for these, Rubric Marines are going to attack this commander first. The Sorcerer will go first because he has a different weapon. So he's got 3 attacks because of the scenario. Hits on 3s. That's 1. And he wounds on 3s. That's a wound. -1.
So 4 up.
Save.
Good.
So this is hitting on 3s there. Wounding on 5s, we're going to get a great roll here. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
2 saves.
Down to 4. Obliterators. I will pile in here a little bit more. So I hit you on 3s and wound you on 4s. With 12 attacks. Now 4s to wound.
Ooh, that's a lot of 3s.
Okay, that's 3 wounds. And for your saves.
Is it AP?
Nope.
Okay, so 3 up. But I do have a command point left, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll one of these. So, yeah. I've actually got 2 left now.
Now for the Rhino versus this commander, rather. He hits on 6s. That's 1 hit, and he wounds on 3s. He actually wounds. There you go. Regular save.
We're good.
Commander hits the Rubric Marines back with 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is 3. And wounding on 3s. That is 3. And this is, what's his damage?
His damage is just 1.
If it's 1, then I get a 2-up save on these guys, because all is dust. And I get a 1 anyway. But I get to, nope, I don't get to re-roll that, because my Exalted Champion is dead. So, 1 dead Rubric Marine.
Same thing into the Obliterators. Being 3s.
3 hits. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. And for the saves, 2 saves. First, you're going to fall back. Okay.
I have to measure it. Sorry. Ow.
This commander, he's going to move on the other side of the Storm Surge so as to
Just
create
gonna
some room
up here.
for something else to move.
So that this guy can then fall back
He's going to fall back out of combat from these Rubric Marines. Land in front of
into
the
the
Storm
spot he was.
Surge. And what about this guy? He's going to fall back?
And this guy is also going to fall back, and he's just going to come hide behind this rock.
So he actually this Breacher needed to make a morale test last round. We're going to make that right now.
Oh, he's let's see. He lost 5. His morale 7.
So he's fine.
So he's fine. All right, I'm going to move this guy. We're just gonna bring this guy up here. We're gonna start with Marker Light. We're gonna try and Marker Light this guy.
Hellbrute.
And he
And
misses.
command point.
No, I'm not gonna waste the command point with
Okay.
that. All right, so
Missile pod from that
pod from that
commander
guy.
into the Hellbrute.
needing 2 ups, so they
And
all
that's 6
hit.
hits. Strength 7, toughness 7, force to wound. And you get 3.
3.
AP -2, so I'm a 5-up save. And I made 2, so 1 goes through. So that's 3 damage. Hellbrute down to 5. Breacher firing his pulse blaster into the Hellbrute.
We're gonna see what happens. We need 4 ups.
One
so
hit.
1.
Wounding out of 5.
It is actually because I'm within 5 inches. It is strength 6.
So it's still a 5.
So still 5. Yeah.
Nothing. Fusion blaster from this commander into the Hellbrute, hitting on 2.
2.
That's 3.
3.
3's to wound. Get 3 wounds. I get no save because AP -4.
D6 wounds.
He's dead. On a 6, he explodes. Nope. Death. Death. 3 burst cannons from the commander into the obliterators now, hitting on 2s. Oh, good amount. No, just 1/1. Wounding on 3s. 2-up save goes to a 3-up. Are you joking?
Ooh.
Are you joking?
Holy.
That was a very lucky shot.
All right, so first we are going to, with the Storm Surge, we're going to put the cluster rocket system into this guy and hope that that finishes him off. And then we're going to put everything else into these Griblies and hope we can do maybe some damage.
So basically all the rest of the weapons going into the Rubric Marines and the
Yep.
1 is going into the Obliterator.
Yes.
Okay. Cluster rocket system, 46 shots.
So
Okay.
12.
3's to win.
So 3's to hit.
Oh, 3's hit first, yeah.
3's to hit first. 3's to wound.
AP -1
Yep, AP -1
on the Obliterator.
on the Obliterator.
So 3's. Okay, I'm never rolling these dice again. He is death. Pulse driver cannon, heavy D3. 2.
So 2. Need
Hitting on 3's.
2s, I believe.
And then 2's to win.
So it's strength 10.
That's okay. 5-up invuln save. Okay, 1 goes through. So you kill 1 guy.
Yep.
Smart missile system now.
Needing 3's to hit.
So just remember that because of their pile-in move, last round of combat, they engaged him in combat, which means he had to have disengaged or fallen back, which means he's no longer planted in the ground and he's hitting on 4s and not 3s.
Yes, my bad.
So I think that the Obliterator still would have died because that was a ton of damage. And for the Rubric Marine, how many have you killed? Just 1 so far? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll resolve it right now, just from now on.
Whoops.
So that's another wound, right?
That's 1 wound. Yeah.
Damage is only 1 from that gun, so I get a 2-up save. And that's a save. So if it was AP -1, then I would have died, because that is no longer a 2. Next to burst cannons, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s, 1 wound. So it's damage 1, so I'm a 2-up save, but it's AP -1, so I'm a 3-up save. Saved. Morale face, so you're not going to do combat?
No, I'm not charging.
Okay, so combat for them, or morale for them. Oh boy. So I actually make it because I only lost 3 guys, so that's good. So this is what I'm going to do, because right now you are beating me.
Yes.
My only chance of beating you, because this is it automatically ends at the end of turn 5, and I went first, right? So the only way that I could beat you is if I kill your Storm Surge, because the points are doubled at that point. It would be another 40 points for
Yes.
me. Yeah.
And that would be a big thing.
Yeah.
That would be a win.
That would be a win for me.
Yeah.
So I got to focus all of my firing onto it, and hope that he goes down. So it's basically the last cannons, really, and there's a whole bunch of like infernal bolters here. So we'll see. First things first, I'm going to move this out of the way. And then I'll move the Land Raider up there. And then the Scarab Occult Terminators will also move. This has been a very close game all the way through the game, and this is really going to come down to this last shooting phase. Because I can't get you in combat. There's no way I can take you out. There are too many wounds. Now for the, you know what? Hold on. The Psychic phase, we're going to do some Smite here. And
Yes.
I'm going to Smite you. I need a 5. And I get a 10. But I need higher than 10 in order to be D6. It's D3, Mortal Wounds. 2, I'll take that. Brings you down to 17 wounds. Now for the shooting phase, I'm going to throw the Soul Reaper Cannon at you from the Rubric Marines, hitting you on 3s. Okay, that's 2 hits. It's better than before. Wounding you on 5s. Nothing. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s with the bolters here. Getting 2. AP minus 2, so a 4-up invuln save.
From my shield generator.
Oh.
God.
Comic bolter from the Rhino. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds.
So 3 up.
Now for the Scarab Occult Terminators, starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon into the Storm Surge. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. Minus 3, so a 4-up invuln save. Okay,
Ooh,
so
2
that's
wounds.
2 more. So you're down to 15.
Yep.
Now for the Infernal Combi Bolters, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. That's 2. Minus AP 2, so a 4-up invuln save. That's another 2.
It's another 2.
Going down to 13. Hellfire Missile Rack, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on, this is wounding on 3s, because you're tough to 7, right?
Yep.
That's 1 wound. 4-up invuln save.
Whew, we're good.
Sure. Now the moment of truth. The last cannons and the heavy bolter on the Land Raider. I'm actually going to split the attacks because you still have a drone.
Yes.
So my
have
heavy bolter,
One that can soak up wounds.
heavy bolter is going to go on the drone, and the last cannons are going to go into the Storm Surge.
It's nerve-wracking.
Starting with the heavy bolter, hitting on 3s.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds.
Save.
Minus 1, 5-up saves. All right.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Goodbye.
Now for the last roll of the game. Okay. Twin last cannons, hitting on 3s. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's game.
Well, that's 1, but
I can't kill you.
kill me.
Okay, epic handshake. Jeez.
Good game.
Yeah.
I got so much of my stuff is dead right now. It's just dead and gone.
Yeah, but you know what? I like how it came down to that. I don't think I can take you out in close combat. It is these guys, and you have 13 wounds. Yeah, they can't do 13 wounds. That's impossible. So very good game. I really
game.
enjoyed that. Yeah, we're gonna go into a post-game show. And since this is in the vault, so let's just go right into a post-game show discussion for this battle report. It's funny because the entire game I felt like I was losing, and I was technically, because you're ahead of me in points, but I was killing so much of your armies.
Oh.
I had a really confusing feeling.
Yeah, a lot of stuff died. So I spread out a lot because I was worried about all the stuff you had in reserves that you could deep strike, and I didn't want to get anything on my Storm Surge because I needed him. So I sacrificed a lot of stuff to Magnus. I sacrificed a lot of stuff to Smite, just so that you couldn't target my characters or anything because it was never closest. But those are the guys that couldn't take anything. They couldn't save anything, so they just were slaughtered.
Yeah.
Just left and right. Tau bodies flying everywhere, melting.
Yeah, no, it was great. I think looking back with Magnus didn't do enough damage. He needed to do a lot more. And I think the only way I could have done that was if I actually hid Magnus back for a round behind all this so that the majority of your army didn't have a chance of shooting at him. Then you could have hopped up here, used warp time, and engaged your Storm Surge in close combat, and then killed your Storm Surge. And if you did that, that's that many rounds of your Storm Surge not shooting.
That would have been terrible. That would have been the end.
Yeah. I think that would have been better.
I got really, really lucky with those destroyer missiles. I knew that they needed to do as much damage to Magnus as possible, but they did more damage than they probably should have. They all hit. They did like 10 wounds just right off the bat. That was really lucky.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was huge.
And having all the marker lights so that I could actually hit with them at ballistic skill instead of just the 6s, that helped a lot too.
It was an extremely close game, though.
Yeah, it was. When you got my commander right there,
I actually thought the game was over.
I thought that you had it.
Yeah, and then we calculated the points, and you were 4 points ahead, 86 to 82. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was so cool, though, because so many times, like when you killed Magnus, like, okay, it's your game. And then I killed your guy. All right, okay, I won. Like, wait, no, not quite.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that. Is there anything that you would do different, build different? What was your MVP? Do you think?
I wish that it had a little bit more fusion. Instead, the burst cannons are good against. They were really good against. What was that other unit? Of your infantrymen.
Oh, the Zangors?
The Zangors, yeah. They were really good against the Zangors, which was fortunate because the Zangors hurt in close combat. But they didn't really do anything else to anyone. I probably should have sacrificed my breachers and put my breachers in the position that I put my stealth suits in. I lost my stealth suits a lot sooner than I really wanted to. They didn't end up doing anything. So. Well,
it's better than Magnus killing one stealth suit unit and then dying, because that's pretty much what happened. I don't think he killed more than that.
Yeah. Well, no, he took out. Well.
What did he take out?
I can't remember.
Maybe 2 stealth units.
Maybe he just caused fear to my whole army, so that's why it feels like he took out a lot more. He just terrified me.
And he did actually soak up a lot of wounds.
He did. He took all of my shooting for 2 turns.
Yeah.
All of it. So.
That's true. And he survived. But had he survived that last round of shooting, I think it also would have been a different game.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Because then he would have gone in there and killed maybe a commander or 2 or something.
Well, and you had some terrible saves. You had some terrible luck with your saves.
This is true.
Like,
like the obliterators at the end there. Like, okay, so at the very last round here, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I have a chance. Maybe my obliterators can actually fire on you and do some damage. And, get your wounds down. That would have been a lot different. Yeah, because... that's huge here. Just for fun, just so my mind, just so I have closure in my mind. Let's say they're still alive. This is the strength of the guns. Oh yeah, now I get it. Okay, so strength 9.
Yeah, see
so
that?
Here's the AP. Oh, okay, now I get a high when it doesn't matter. And then that. Okay, so it's 1 damage. But
that
still,
wouldn't
though,
have tickled.
I think that would have done a little.
That would have hurt.
Yeah, but it's only 1 damage at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that needed to be higher. So even if every single one of those went through, that's 12. And that would not have gone through. It would have been more like 2 or 3. So even still, I don't think that would have killed you. Oh, man.
We live for the greater good.
Yeah, Tau again with the Tau and the smoke
the Tau.
And the fighting.
And the jumping and the droning.
Yeah. I think that you survived really well. I was concerned at the beginning that you would just kind of sit back and fire. And for all intents and purposes, that's exactly what you did. And so I had to survive going up to you. And I did that. I think I could have repositioned my deep strike units better. There was a round when my obliterators didn't do anything because they just stayed there. And they could have come around and shot at you for a round, right?
Well, and the same with your Terminators.
Yeah, they were kind of far away. If they were in the middle, that would have been better because they had rounds of shooting at him.
Well, and you did clear this entire corner, but then there was nothing to...
That is true. So yeah, it just feels like here, dead piles.
Oh yeah.
Like it's really it's a fun dead pile, and I mean you have a comparable amount over here, like if not the same. Over here.
Well, and
dead pile.
If it had been like a kill point mission or something, then I think that you still would have had it.
Oh yeah, because
I've got so many more units.
You do have, yeah.
Took them all out.
And so we contemplated that at the beginning, but we just determined that it would have been just unfair because you had almost twice the amount of units I had. So that's not a fun game, right? But this was that I really enjoyed this because it was close all the way through.
Yeah.
Like right down to the last turn, shooting the last unit. Like that's cool. I love games like that where you don't know until the very end.
It could go either way. You
Yeah.
can't just sit back.
That's right.
So
thank you very much for watching, Vault members. Thank you for all you do and for supporting us. Without you, we don't exist. Without you, Janine wouldn't exist in MiniWarGaming. You would still exist as a hologram,
as
of course.
a person, as a holographic person, holographic American.
American, in America.
In America.
Thanks, guys. Happy Wargaming. See you in the next video.
Happy Wargaming.
Vault members, click on the link below to see our next matchup, which will be 2,000 points of Blood Angels versus Alpha Legion. If you're not a Vault member, we invite you to click on that link below, sign up for a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault. I'll be fighting Brady, and we will be using the new Blood Angels. And that is all. There will be a lot of blood from the sky, and it's going to be raining. I hope you brought your raincoats, but Corn cares not, so it doesn't matter.
Blood for the blood god.
Absolutamente. And this is the board that we're fielding. So thank you very much, Quirk, for setting this up for us. And we'll see you guys in the next battle report. Happy Wargaming!